What's up, everyone? It's Matt Morozic. I'm going to show you this awesome sculpt that came in today. I'll be doing this for a client at some point. I saw this a while ago, and this is amazing. That's a beautiful sculpt. This is by a Chinese sculptor. His name is Yuanxing Liang. I think I'm saying that right. I looked it up. Hopefully that's right. Yuanxing Liang. This is called the Spring Peach Blossom, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The packaging is amazing. I've already opened this up to look at it. It's super high quality, and it's just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to open this up, and then we'll take a look at what we have inside, because it's pretty special. I actually wasn't even expecting this. It kind of showed up unexpectedly because I talked to my client about this, and I don't think we ever actually agreed that I was going to do it. So I guess I'm doing it, which is fine with me because it's a really amazing sculpt. It's definitely going to challenge my painting chops, which is okay. I'm always up for a challenge. So the only way to get better is to do things that are difficult. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to try to show you what this looks like in the box as much as possible. There are some extremely fragile pieces in here, so I'm just going to probably unbox this and then kind of like time lapse it, and then we'll look at all the parts. But extremely well packed, nice logo, the Yang on there. It was double boxed. You get a beautiful, almost looks like a brochure, but basically instruction guide of where the parts go. You can get a postcard. It's in Chinese, so I don't know what that means. And the receipt for the purchase, which I did not buy. Right there. Very nice. And you also get a really a nice framed piece of the sketch, Peach Blossom. And it's actually been signed by the artist. That's not a print, that's a hand signature with a marker, so that's a really nice touch. You get that with it. You can display that with the sculpture. I mean, this thing is so beautiful. It would look great just on your shelf, not painted. If you just wanted to have like a nice piece of sculpture on your shelf, you wouldn't even have to paint this piece. So again, I'm just going to tilt this up a little bit because I don't want anything to fall out. But so it's boxed like this. Everything's been padded very well. You even get a little Allen wrench because the main part of the sculpt screws to the bottom of the base. So you get an Allen wrench. Everything's packed extremely well, nicely padded. They even give you a little blue tack in there for some of the pieces that aren't magnetized. So, you know, you see sometimes when I'm fitting stuff together, they give you some blue tack for some pieces that if you don't want to glue on, because if you ever need to ship this thing for whatever reason, it needs to go back in the box. So that's how it's packed. I'll start pulling some stuff. Let me pull this first tray out. I haven't unpacked this all the way. The only thing I've actually pulled out is the head, just to kind of get an idea of what it looks like. But again, just really, really nicely done. Let me put this to the side. This is just insanely delicate. Some of these pieces are crazy, crazy delicate. But that's kind of the appeal of the sculpt. Cherry blossoms. Feathers. Little strand of hair. One of the very first pieces I pulled out is, I'll show you here, I'll show close-ups of all these in a second. More cherry blossoms. More cherry blossoms. Hard time to grab that. That's like it's like a little hairpin. This piece right here is insane, this hairpin. But when I come in closer and show you the close-ups, you'll just be blown away by this. Let's see, and then here we have the wooden base. Numbered, this is number 686. I'm not sure how many they did of this. Or is it 989? That's a good question. I think it goes 686. But I think they're sold out. He also did the fisherman, which was really, really cool. Is the fisherman with the kind of floating fish and the little girl on top. Here's a big piece of the hair. Another piece of hair. Nice big magnets already installed in the large pieces. This is some fish. These are actually swimming on the outside of like the little pond that goes on the back side of the head. Another piece of hair. Again, this is just packed beautifully in there. And then we have this piece, which is insane. I mean, this is all insane. It's just crazy. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it's beautiful. It looks like it's got stairs, so it's like a terraced. I don't know what that is. It's just it's just really pretty. And then we have the head, the main part, in here in a bag. And this this had one little piece of breakage. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna leave it in the box so I don't lose it. But there's like a little detail piece right here that broke off in shipping. Not the end of the world. But what I want to do is I want to get the head attached to the base so it's stable. I've yet to try to put this together. It's only one screw. Let's see if I'm still in frame. It should be, yeah. Let me come in a little closer. Right there. And hopefully I won't block the view. So Allen wrench. Wow, it's a tight screw. So there's no primer on this, but it looks, as far as prep goes, I don't think there really is any. I'll probably give everything. Some of the stuff is so delicate, I'm afraid to actually try to wash it. I don't have to think about it. Maybe I just give it a very, just a soaking in some soapy water and a very light rinse. Okay, this screws in there really, really far. Sorry. I want to get the head on the base so she's stable. And it keys in there very nicely. I say that. Yep. Helps if I have it going in the right way. There we go. Sorry, I'm in my lap right now. Sorry. Come on. I could have done this off camera, but I like to, when I get something this impressive, I like to show the casting or the packing and everything. Okay, it's getting a little trouble getting it back in the threads. There we go. It wasn't wanting to thread back into the statue. That screw, it's a really tight screw. There we go. Hopefully my battery doesn't run on my camera. Just recorded a video a second ago. What I don't want to do is over tighten this. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Okay, so now I'm going to come down my camera a little bit. Like that. Actually, I'm going to come in over here, sorry. I know you guys love my awesome camera work. It's always the best. Someday I'll be really good at making videos and you guys won't get seasick watching them. I'm going to come to the side here. Stunning. That's where that little piece broke off right there. Okay, so I got this clear piece. I really don't want to unwrap this because I don't want to get it scratched up. But well, we'll take a look. I don't know. I really don't want to scratch it. So let's look at the little instructions that we get. So here we go. It shows you kind of what she looks like all together. And even though it's in Chinese, it's really totally easy to follow. It's all, you know, pictures, just like it's like a Bandai kit. It's a snap together. But let's look at some of these pieces first. This right here is probably my favorite piece. That hairpin is insane. Look how delicate that is. Am I focusing? Just crazy, crazy. Really, really pretty. Put that to the side. Here's that kind of piece that goes on the back. With, I guess these are like raindrops or streams of water flowing down. And the sculpt on the branches and the cherry blossoms are beautiful. Done really well. Magnets installed. Let's see. Here's another hairpin. So let's put some of this together. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to put it all together, but we'll see. So let's. It actually has a certain order they want you to put this in together. Step 2, you put the hair on. So this strand of hair right here, which has a nice big magnet in it, goes in right here. And this is kind of flowing around her face to the front. This comes in and fits perfectly. Come on, man. So pretty. Man, that is gorgeous. And then they have you do the next piece of hair, which is the ponytail. And again, nice big magnet right here in the back. Beautifully sculpted. Like, there's no mold lines or anything. There's that's all been taken care of for you. This is truly just a study in painting. Look how delicate this is right here. I don't know how they casted that. That's crazy. There's a little man on there on a pier right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. A little man standing on a pier. It's great. He's like this big. I'm not painting the eyes on that. I'm not putting a face on him. Sorry. There's that. And then step 3, we start putting in the cherry blossom branches. So this big guy right here goes up here, I think. Let's see. Where's it? This one? Nope, it's this one. Now the shape is, okay, I see how it goes. Is that how it goes? No. This comes out. It looks like it goes right like this, but okay, there we go. Okay, because the wraps around her head a little bit. That's why I was a little confused. So it comes around the front of her head a little bit like that. So that's interesting. So I'm looking at the photo and I'm looking at this, and this branch should be up quite a bit compared to what's in the photo, I think. This piece, they've already got a pin in it for you. And it pins it at the top here. Just like that. Perfectly. And even though there's a seam there, the way it's sculpted, you don't see it. Let's see. Now all these other little pieces, oh, that's an earring. I'm not gonna, if it doesn't have a magnet, I'm not gonna worry about putting it in. Again, some of the stuff is extremely fragile, and I don't want to risk breaking any of it. Here's a little strand of hair that comes in right here. And this little piece comes right here. It's an earring. Okay. At the top here we have another branch with some more cherry blossoms on it, and they've already got keys in it for you. Looks like it goes on like, actually it would be easier, this would have been easier to put on before you put it on the head. So what I may do is, because this looks like this should be up higher. I'm not sure if there's a metal rod in here or anything. I think I may try to heat this up a little bit and bring it up to where it's supposed to be, because it's supposed to be kind of up here, and it's like not. But I'm not sure if there's a metal rod in there, I won't be able to do that. Let's see. And then we got this piece of hair, which we'll plug in here. I'm not sure if it'll stay. Actually, it fits really nice. And then we have, let's see, these feathers come in right here. Nope, those don't go there. Ooh, that's this piece. This dragon hairpin, man. I think that's my favorite part of the kit, is this hairpin. It is so exquisite. Yeah, this branch should be way up here, so I need to heat that up, I think. Oh man, this is really something else. 18, this comes down here. So it's really, this is interesting because she's got elements of a bird, elements of a fish sculpted into her. Here's another branch for the cherry blossoms. Okay, this looks like it goes right. Oh, there it is. I'll have to put a little pin in that piece. I almost have everything on here, just about. I think we're gonna have to unwrap that plastic piece just to try it out. I don't think I can do this because that's like the whole thing of this is that cool effect of. I think this goes over here. Sorry, I'm looking to find out where this part goes. Still recording? I am. Sorry. Sometimes you have to watch me fiddle on camera. Oh, this goes up under here. Again, this part may not stay in. That's supposed to go there. Maybe not. This piece. Oh. Of course it is. I was just doing it wrong. I'm stupid. Come on. Ah, there we go. It's keyed in a specific way. There we go. Helps when you put it in the right way. That's where that little bit of blue tack would come in handy. I'm not going to worry about it. And I've got one more piece here. Got some little like little leaves that kind of come at the bottom of the base here. There and right there. Okay, so only two pieces I don't have on are this. Okay, so in order to get the whole effect, I've got to put this on. So, all right, let's see how this works. You got this really crystal clear piece of plastic. And actually, this should go on. Yeah. This is actually one of the first things you're supposed to put on. I'm going to take the cherry blossoms off. That's what happens when you don't follow instructions. I'm like, why isn't it going? Because it's got to go in before the hair. Okay, so this goes in like this. And then the hair goes in and it kind of locks that in place. There's a tab. There we go. Okay, now we can put this back in. Like that. This needs a pin. And then the way this works, just freaking unreal. It just balances on these two little wires. I think they're supposed to go in all the way. Yeah, okay. There we go. I mean, come on. This thing is freaking insanely cool. And then you got these two little fish. super delicate little fish. And they're swimming on the outside of this thing. I'm hoping they have metal in there. I don't know. And there you go. Absolutely gorgeous piece. Just beautiful, beautiful sculpture. In a great quality kit. Hopefully I wasn't out of focus that whole time. So there you go. Let me get a measurement on this for you. Height-wise, she is about 15 inches. This piece right here can technically go up or lower, you know, however you want. Maybe come up a little bit. Maybe up higher is kind of a more dramatic effect. You can make it a little bit higher. Actually, I kind of like it that way. Right there. So if you do that, then, you know, it comes up to like, now you're at about 16 inches tall. You know, not very wide or deep, but just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I don't know what she cost. I think I was looking at buying one, and then I found out, I'm not sure. I don't want to say it was cheap, but for what this is, the beauty of the sculpt, the design, the intricacy of the pieces, the quality of the cast and the kit. Now that I see it in person, the price that I thought was maybe high is not even I'd have no problem buying this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm going to take this off the tripod a little bit, so it's going to be shaky, but that way you can see some of the details a little bit better. Come on, out of focus. Here we go. Really, really cool. I think this branch right here is supposed to be more like up here. So I have to look at some photos and see if I need to bend that up a little bit. It's really pretty. I'd say half scale as far as the portrait goes. If you're putting a scale on it. I mean, look at that. Look how they have those fish coming out of that like pond. It's just unreal. Again, you got fish scales down here. You have feathers. And it all is like emerging from the back of her head. There's that amazing hairpin. Man. It's a really, really beautiful piece. I gotta tell you what. Sometimes I get a little stressed out about how many projects I have going on and what I've taken on as far as building and painting. But I gotta say I'm pretty lucky that I get to work on stuff like this for people. It gives me an opportunity to paint stuff that I would normally wouldn't buy, or like, because like if I painted this, my wife wouldn't let me put it out in our house because it's like, we don't have anything Asian. It's like, yeah, but it's a beautiful piece of art. It'd be stuck in my model room, and I would be the only one that ever saw it. So that's why I don't feel like I need a collection of things, because it's just stuff stuck in my work room, and I'd be the only one enjoying it. I'm the only one in my family that really kind of appreciates this stuff. So I'm glad I get to paint stuff like this for people and that they get to enjoy it. So I'm lucky that way. But there you go. This is the Spring Peach Blossom by Chinese artist. Hold on, let me make sure I say this right. Yuanxing Liang. I think I'm saying that right. If you're Chinese, please correct me if I'm wrong, or tell me I'm right. But just a gorgeous piece. If I can find his fisherman, I'm gonna buy one, because it's I like it more than this. This is beautiful, but it's just like the whole kind of like I don't know. I'll put a link down to some of his work. He really doesn't have a website. I've just seen his work posted on Facebook and stuff. I couldn't find a website for him or anything, but there you go. Gorgeous piece. As always, this is Matt Mrozek. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye.